Anointed warriors. What's up, family? And welcome back to Mount Fitness MBS Ministry, where I am your host, Brother Minister Mongoose, and where this ministry has been raised up for times such as these and for people just like you. People who have made mistakes, people who are hurting, people who are suffering physically, mentally, maybe it's financially. People whose eyes have been opened to the fact that what's taking place on this planet is not organic, it's not natural, nor is it sustainable. This ministry is for you. You know, you're looking at someone who, by his grace, has gone 25 years and counting, living a life that has been totally rehabilitated, totally reformed from my center to my circumference. You're looking at someone who currently is an all-natural professional bodybuilder, a certified fitness trainer, the founder of his own fitness training company and the founder of this ministry. Not by my power, not by my might, not by my knowledge, not by my bravery, my toughness, my resilience, not because I'm lucky, only because of him. Prior to this time and this season, I spent decades, literally decades, from the age of 9 up through the age of 34, in gang involvement, being a drug addict, being homeless, being clinically diagnosed with oppression and anxiety. I've suffered from homelessness, obesity. I had an eating disorder. I had 3 separate sentences in the Juvenile Department of Corrections from the age of 11 up through the age of 14. Up through the age of 16, which was immediately followed by 4 separate sentences in the Adult Department of Corrections from the age of 17 up through the age of 37. You, not that I'm talking to you personally, but no one can tell me that he isn't real. I've seen him at work. I see him at work in my life. And I see him at work in the lives of all of us collectively that carry his light. A new day is dawning on this planet. A new time has arrived. A new cosmic shift is underway. Regardless of how you want to, if you want to base it on astrology, if you want to base it on religiosity, if you want to base it on scientific notions, principles, and truths, and regardless of how you want to term it, a shift is underway where human beings are evolving. And the good book says that during these days, during this time, and during this season, some will awaken to vessels of honor, and others will awaken to vessels of shame. These are the days and the times that we live in, guys. And some of you guys have extraordinary testimonies of your own. How the doctor said you wouldn't live past a certain day. How the doctor said you'd never walk again. How you've been homeless. How your spouse and your best friends walked out on you when you needed them most and you didn't have a clue about how you was going to make it, yet here you stand. You too have been raised up for a time such as these. And what's taking place on this planet, guys, if you'll pardon me for 1 second. What's taking place on this planet is the rise of good people. The rise of good people is currently underway. Balance, proper balance, is being restored on this planet. Because as we know, good people are the original people who walked this planet. The good people, the original human beings that were on this planet. Again, you want to take it back to science. You want to take it back to philosophy. You want to take it back to religion. The good people, the people that originally set foot on this planet were good people. They believed in fellowship. They believed in unity. They believed in camaraderie, growth, wisdom, love, togetherness. But ever since this thing that's most commonly referred to as the fall in the garden, ever since then, the world government, the planetary inhabitants have been controlled and manipulated by the forces of darkness. But balance now is being restored. These are the very trying and triumphant times that we're living in. These are the harsh and the harmonious times that we're living in. These are the very ugly yet beautiful times that we're living in. Because the time has arrived for that whose time has come to die. It's here. And what it's doing is fighting against that and those whose time has come to be reborn. And I believe that's you, or you wouldn't be watching this ministry. You wouldn't be supporting this ministry. You wouldn't be still having love and faith and courage in your heart. These are the times that we're living in, guys. A new day is dawning. Don't be afraid of it. Step boldly into your faith. This is the rise of good people. Not in an arrogant way, not in a holier than thou way or a an egotistical way. We know what good people is. We know what good is. And ultimately, you're either good or you're not. Doesn't matter your race, your ethnicity, your religion, your political views, your financial standings, what you look like, what you dress like, the amount of education that you have. You are either a good, decent human being or you're not. And if you are truly a good human being, you have not surrendered your soul to this infestation of spiritual darkness. You are a good person. If you've made mistakes, if you've wronged people yourself, but you was brought to the light of that wrongdoing, and now you're committed to never making that mistake again, never wronging people again. It's your time. This message is born out of a few things that, he's been opening my eyes to in my personal life, the way that I am managing, hectic situations, disingenuous people, narcissistic family members, things that once so easily beset me. Now, he's used that to bring me to the awareness that a new day is dawning. And I easily walk through those things. I don't make light of them. I don't run away from them like I once did. I don't resist them and fight against them like I once did. And some of the pain, the sadness, and the agony of it all may yet remain. But it does not tear me down like it once did. Some of you guys are involved in some of these same type of growth in different areas of your lives. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe it's a relationship that you had given up on. Maybe it's your children, your parents. Things that once just used to wear you down and wear you out. And now you're standing firm. And you're walking in the victory of it all. So my own personal journey and the different situations that I just explained or set forth is one of the things that he, maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, he started granting me the victory over this. But then over the last maybe 2 or 3 months ago, pardon me, he's been opening my eyes to where I can see this taking place in the lives of some of my students, some of my clients, but in the lives of some of the very people that I come in contact with each and every day that are not family members, they're not students, they're not clients, they're just people that I come across maybe where I frequently do my shopping at, or maybe some of the places where I do my training at, people that I don't necessarily engage with, not for a negative reason or whatever, but we just kind of go our own business. But whenever I would look into these people's eyes, I would see the hurt, the sadness, the grief, the confusion, the despair. And now, over the last, maybe I'd say about at least 2 or 3 months, I've been looking into these people's eyes on those brief times when we do engage, and I don't see that. I don't see that hurt. I don't see that pain. I don't see that, whatever it was, hatred, that sense of despair. I see their light, that light in their eyes. I see that glow in their spirit. And he's been gradually bringing me to today's message. Gradually bringing me to the awareness that he wants to bring you to, and that is, it's the rise of good people. We've seen for the longest of times, and I may be quite a bit older than some, if not most of you guys. I don't know if you can notice the grays. I love saying that. But listen, on a serious note, I'm older than some of you guys, again, if not most of you guys, or what have you. So it's been a long time period where we've seen good people doing bad. We've seen that. Good people, people that have true, genuine love, dignity, humbleness, compassion, joy, and just doing bad. Good people doing bad. In their health, in their finances, in their relationships, their reputation has been shot through the grease, their business is being boycotted, they're being excommunicated socially. We've seen this for quite a while. Good people doing bad. And we also saw bad people doing good. They're the ones getting the promotion. They're the ones that, seemingly have all the political influence. They're the ones that finances seem to be abundant. People seem to look up and gravitate towards them. And even though we know that, okay, these were bad people. You've seen them in the locker room. You've seen them being rude to various people, being rude to yourself, being disconsiderate, mean-spirited, manipulative. So you know personally that they're bad people. And you've seen this not just from them treating you badly or poorly. You've seen them treating others this way in the workplace, social events, whatever the case may be. You've seen them. You know that they live by this dog eat dog mentality. You know they'll knife anybody in the back in order to get ahead. And you've had to sit there in the middle, as the old timers would say, sit there in the middle and suck on it. There's nothing you could do about it. Bad people doing good. Wow. While at the same time, good people, modest people, courageous people, harmonious people, compassionate people, people full of faith, God-fearing people, good people doing bad. Wow. That was pretty tough to see. And even though right now that's still the most pervasive balancing of it all, if you will, I'd say there's still a lot more bad people doing good than there are good people doing good. But the tables are shifting. The tide is turning. This was born out of what culminated me making this message, again, in addition to what he's revealed, the different triumphs in my personal life, the fact that he has revealed, hey man, that person was always down. That group of people was always out. They were always just seemingly befuddled by life and confused and full of hatred and all these low energy vibrations. Now, and even though they were, let me digress for a minute, even though they were, I never got the sense that these were bad people. I always, by his grace, I was always discerning enough to know that they were good people. They were just going through tough times. And I didn't need to engage with them or have personal interactions with them in order for me to discern it. I just knew, wow, that's a good family. But every time that I see them, they're downtrodden. They're looking mean and upset and, anxious and all these different things. But he has revealed it to me that when I come across those people now, some I would see again, some of the places that I frequently shop at. I typically shop, if I can, the same day, pretty much the same time, same location when I do go to the store, pardon me. Yeah, I prefer doing things like that. I'm very spontaneous too, but as far as the schedule, I like to pray at a certain time, go to bed at a certain time, get up at a certain time, put my keys in a certain spot, park in a certain spot, take a certain route to work and home, whatever it is. I move like that a lot. So to get back to the meat and potatoes of it, what was taking place in my life, he revealed to me. That's a sign. Because I know I've made plenty of mistakes. But I also know that I've always been a good dude. Yes, made plenty of mistakes. But when it came time to me, and I'll get back to it, to wrapping this up. But when it came time to me not crossing the line, I always would like to think that, I didn't cross the line. But anyway, getting back to it, I never felt that they were bad people. So what he revealed to me in terms of my own life, good people rising, and then what he revealed to me in the lives of some random people as well as some of my students and some of my clients. But there's this one particular theme, incident or occurrence that really gave birth to say, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. I was getting it then when it came to my life, when it came to the random people that I frequently come in contact with on a regular basis. Now I get it. One situation where it was somebody that I'm mentoring, somebody that's very, very dear to me, that I'm mentoring. And this person has had quite a bit of challenges. They've made some mistakes. And now they're doing good. They're doing good. And to hear that they're doing good, to know that they're doing good, really just nourished my soul. It nourished my soul even beyond what he has revealed to me in terms of how well I'm doing. It nourished my soul and my spirit beyond that. Because I love seeing good people doing good. I'm through with seeing bad people doing good. That was a very, very heavy burden for me, as I'm sure it was or may still be for you. When you see bad people, people that you know are low quality human beings, seemingly doing bad, getting the promotions, buying the houses, getting what appears to be the ideal spouse. And it's not jealousy or envy. It's just that you have to see that while you see someone else that you know is a loving, high quality human being, and you see them and their family and their business suffering. People mocking them and belittling them and, spreading false rumors and false narratives about them. And, it's not been the most easiest thing to handle. But now the tide is turning. I'm going to wrap it up right there. And I'm going to encourage you guys to take a look at your own lives. Put it under a microscope. And see the victories. Again, whether it's in your families, whether it's in your relationships, your finances, whether it's in the medical report that still may not be all of that great, but you're dealing with it and you're more appreciative of every single breath that you take, whatever the case may be. See the victory that you are now walking in. See the victory that your parents, your children, your neighbors, people that you know have always been good people, but they were doing bad. Zoom out and take a good microscopic view and see that it's true. It really is true. This is the rise of good people. It's time for good people to now be returned to their proper place on this planet, which was originally intended to be something that's good all around. But we know about the fall in the garden, or whatever you want to refer to it as being. We know about that. Good people are being restored. Good people are being renewed, re-energized, reinvigorated, re-established to their rightful place on this planet. And when that happens, when that whose time it's come to be born is fully born, and in that process of the labor pains that leads up to that birth, the more we're going to see bad people doing what bad people are supposed to do. Bad people should be doing bad. I'll give you $1 million if you can manage to make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. It defies the laws of practicality, all laws of rationale, that bad people, people that do bad things, deserve to do good. No, that's not the way things work. It's the way things has been working, because things have fallen out of balance, but balance is being restored. Receive yours by faith. And each one teach one. Hit the share button. Pass this message forward so others can take the time out and sit down and go over their own lives, their own situations, circumstances in whatever area they may need to. Maybe they need to go over it in their friends. Maybe it's their company at large. Anything that they were hoping for and praying for. Just sit down. Sometimes we got to take that time to be introspective, to be reflective, because other than that, in today's society, this fast-paced hustle and bustle society, it's easy for one to overlook that and not realize, okay, hold on a second. I'm actually doing better. I was actually able to save more money this month than I typically save. I lost those 3, 5, 10, whatever pounds. And even though the goal is for me to save more or lose more weight or, get my finances all the way together, whatever the case may be, the goal may continue to remain present, but you can see now you're etching forward, you're easing forward, you're making progress, you're advancing. And that's because it's time for good people to do good. This is the rise of the good people. He prophesied it, guys. So this is not hyperbole. This is not conjecture. This is none of that. This is not supposition. This is good old-fashioned, clean-hearted truth. But we have to take the time out to actually be reflective and go across those nuggets that are taking place right before our very eyes. But sometimes we fail to recognize because everything that's going on in our personal lives, society at large. But this is the rise of good people. And I believe that's you. I really and truly do. Why else would you not have surrendered your soul? Why else would you still be walking around in spite of the past mistakes, the past shortcomings, all of the challenges and all these different things? It's because you're a good person and your time is now. It's the rise of good people. That's what I got for you guys. Please receive it by faith. I want to thank you guys for all the love, all the encouragement, all of the support. I really and truly do mean that. Listen, guys, please remember that there's about a week left here in 2024. I'm offering a free initial consultation and evaluation, 0 strings attached. And that's in the area of one or all of the services that this ministry provides. This ministry, as you know, is not based on religion. It's based on a holistic approach to life, to health and wellness, and to running the race that he has set before us. This ministry believes that when we do something each and every day that acknowledges all that he has given us, that being our mind, our body, and our spirit, when we do something each and every day that strengthens, that nourishes, that replenishes, that is mindful of each and every one of those aspects, it makes us more complete as human beings, which in turn makes us more capable, more proficient for being used by his kingdom. So the services and the beliefs of this ministry consist of experiential philosophy for the mind, ISSA certified fitness training for the body, and clean-hearted spiritual teachings and practices for the spirit and for the soul. All of these services and beliefs are actually merged, balanced, and synthesized and presented to you in an effort to help you operate at a premium in your day-to-day existence, in your mentality, your physicality, and in your spirituality. For more information about this ministry, again, look for that link down there to the website, and then go ahead while you're at it and schedule your free initial consultation and evaluation in one of or all 3 of those areas. Please also visit the physical fitness branch of the ministry located at mountfitnessmbs.com to get a little bit of information and insight into my experience and my expertise when it comes to physical fitness training, diet, nutrition, and all that kinds of good stuff. Please also give back to this ministry. If this ministry is providing you with fruitful benefits, then please help this ministry become available to help even more people. You can do that by subscribing to the channel if you aren't already subscribed, hitting the thumbs up and the share button. Do all 3 of those things. If you haven't done it now, please take this quick second and do that then. Help this ministry become more available to help more people. And also, when you help this ministry, just like anything else in life, when you plant a good seed in good ground, you will receive an abundant harvest, shaken down, pressed together, and running over. So help others, help this ministry, and help yourself by planting that seed. If the Heavenly Father moved you to plant a financial seed into this ministry, you're expecting, or you wanting a financial harvest in your own life, or you just want to use your God-given spirit of generosity, give back to this ministry, please. I'm going to leave the Cash App link down in the description. Remember, no amount is too small. It does actually take pennies in order to add up to $1. So that's the mindset, that's the heart set of this ministry. I appreciate it all. Thanks for all the comments, hitting the like, all that good stuff, sending the email out, inquiring about the services, etc., etc. And I love you all. I really and truly do. That's what I got for you guys. I'll see you in the next one, but I'd be remiss if I didn't encourage you guys to always be smart, be sharp, be strong, and be safe. Be happy, be healthy, be humble, and always be courageous. And always remember that ultimately there's only two different paths in life. One path leads to blissful ignorance. The other path leads to meaning, purpose, and fulfillment in life. The selection between those two paths for your life, the choice is in your hands. So please, choose wise. Go out there and walk boldly unto the throne and walk into your divine destiny. It's the new thing on the planet. It's the rise of good people. And I know you're amongst that group of people. I know it and you know it. So now go out and show it. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you in the next one. I am Brother Minister Mongoose. And I will holler back. Peace.